How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. This is your boy TraderPrad. TraderPrad. But if you guys are ready for this show to get started, why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Whoa. Mic test, mic test, mic test. There we go. The mic is working. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is enjoying what is left of their weekend, what is left of their Sunday. We got a brand new week coming up ahead of us, but it's the final week of this month, final week of the second quarter. We have some fun. It looks like we got some excitement brewing back into the market now. Earnings board looks a little bit more lively than the last few weeks. We got a lot more names on the earnings board this week than the last few weeks, and some of the names are actually names that I like trading for earnings. So we'll talk about all that fun stuff over there on the earnings board. Then we'll take a look at the economic calendar and see what's possibly in store for the econ calendar. I think next month and the next month we have FOMC, which is the interest rate decisions. But before FOMC, we need to get all the economic data. So what type of economic data is coming out for this week ahead, and what other names do we might want to have our eyes open for? Some of the large cap names with the market pulling back a little bit. Is it time to start screaming timber already, or is it time to start watching some of the stocks over here in the large cap that are actually moving higher, whereas some of the stocks are pulling back? So time to keep an eye on a lot of names over here. But for me, you guys know mostly it's going to be the large cap names: Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, and the semiconductor names and so on. So I'm only focusing on those names, the hottest sector in the recent history so far. We got the squeeze names a little bit in play, GME or whatever, but those ones got kind of shut down right away. But mostly Micron, TSM, AMD, Nvidia, the semiconductor names have been very much in play. As to where the markets are, we are going to dive deeper into the QQQ, into the S&P 500, 500, possibly construct some sort of a thesis, some sort of a idea of where the market possibly heads into for the rest of the week. We'll use, you know what, I'm actually going to log in right now while I'm talking about it. We're going to use some of our other tools over here, such as Options AI, to help us find out where the overall week's projected range is for the market to go to, and also maybe even for some of the stocks that I'm interested in, and get an idea of how much volatility can we expect out of the market in the last week of the last month of the second quarter. And that is basically what we're here for on a Sunday night at 6 p.m. So I thank you for joining me, and you know, get ready to have some fun, and let's dive into the full screen. Oh. Did someone score a goal in the Euro Cup? My family just made a lot of noise downstairs. That's where I should be hanging out, downstairs watching the Euro Cup. But nope, right now we got a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. And for that, we are going to move to, first I'm going to show you, I guess, no, I'm not going to show you my watch list. First, I'm going to show you guys the earnings board. The earnings board, like I said, looking a little bit better than the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks earnings boards look very, very dead. Monday, a little boring. Nothing really in the Monday date for us to keep an eye out for. But as you guys can see right here on Tuesday, pre-market, we got CCL. After hours, we got FTX. On Wednesday, we have Micron, BlackBerry coming out with their earnings report. Thursday, we got Nike, Walgreens, a couple other names that I'm trying to see if maybe, you know, McCormick, but you're not really trading McCormick, are you? But you know, General Mills, GIS. So a lot of names are coming into the board again. Looks like it's time for the earnings board to start getting lively, and some of the names that we are very excited to keep an eye out open for will start reporting very soon, and it's time to get ready. And this is why the last few weeks for me were just, you know, preserve capital, not really trying to make too much money, not really trying to lose too much money, just trying to preserve capital, waiting for the earnings board to start picking back up. So I'm very excited over here for the future, but earnings board really start getting active once we have those big names like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Alphabet, and all of them reporting. But usually this is either the end of the cycle or the start of the cycle, and for some reason I remember whenever Micron and Nike report, that's usually the start of the cycle or either the end of the cycle. So we're gonna find out very soon. Hopefully it is the start of the cycle, because we did have 2 dead boring weeks of earnings on the market. So far, this is the earnings board. Let's go to the economic calendar. What's in store for economic calendar this week? We got Angry Buddha in the house. What's up, Angry? What's up, TH? Who's Mike? Oh, Mike. That's right. Gotcha. Haha. Funny. Ha 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 ha. You look like John Wick there. Next one, number 5, comes out soon. No, it does not. There's no way there's a John Wick Chapter 5 coming out. What? Is there a trailer for it? That's gotta be a fake trailer, huh? Confirmed to be in development. Wow. I don't believe this trailer. That trailer is bullshit. Wait, is it real? No, I don't believe it. Ana de Armas is so cute. And in some movies, Anyways, let's get back to promo trailer out this Friday or last Friday. If it's out last Friday, then that means that could have been the trailer. We should probably watch it if that's the case. Huh, I'm surprised they actually chose to go. Wow, really? Didn't IMDb have the trailer if it's out? Right? This one came out 2 months ago. This one came out 3 months ago. Those are all bullshit. This one came out 2 days ago. That sounds about right. So Darth trailer is right. Wow. Oh, Constantine would be insane.
I embrace death, only to be reborn in the fire of revenge.
The world thought you were a ghost story, Jonathan. Don't make them rewrite the ending. Now it's time to take your revenge.
This city used to fear the shadows. Now they'll remember why.
They're all old clips put together. It's not even legit. Like the trailer is bullshit. That trailer is bullshit. And you can see his face was like AI morphed in the start of the movie. That trailer is bullshit. If that's the trailer you saw, that trailer is absolutely 100% bullshit. And it's parts. There's so many parts in that trailer where it's old movie clips. No, I'm not buying it. I understand that it's confirmed, but I'm not buying that this is the trailer. Nope, not buying it. I just want to see him do another Constantine movie. Yeah, Constantine, the first one, was amazing. One of my favorite Keanu Reeves movies ever to date. I love that movie. I was thinking about watching it again. I think Netflix has it. I was thinking about watching it again. One of my best favorite movies to date from him. Ian McShane voiceover is new. What is that? Oh, his voiceover? Okay. I know who Ian McShane is because he's in the movie. Gotcha. But that trailer looks pretty bullshit to me. I don't know. We'll see. Where was I? Alright, we were looking at the economic calendar. I got a little distracted over there. Thank you for distracting me, TH. But no, I'm excited for John Wick 5. That looks fun. Monday. So what's in store for Monday's economic calendar? We got early in the morning at 3 a.m. Fed Waller talking about whatever the hell he wants to talk about. After that, we got, looks like a 3-month auction, 6-month auction, FOMC member daily at 2 o'clock, and then a bunch of numbers that usually come out on Friday, but for some reason they're reporting it on Monday. I'm guessing that's because Wednesday last week was a day off on the market, so everything possibly got shifted over a day. So Monday over here, they're reporting a bunch of numbers, but overall Monday looks pretty dead for us. No 3-star events, couple 2-star events going into the close, couple 2-star events after the open, but nothing really no real big event coming into the play in pre-market around 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is usually when some of the big events happen. Tuesday, once again, nothing really until 10 o'clock. You got consumer confidence number at 10 o'clock coming out on Tuesday morning, and then FOMC member 2-year auction. Okay. Holy. I almost just choked on my own saliva. That hurt. I almost choked on my own saliva. Now I'm tearing up. I almost died there on stream, chat. On stream. Okay. 10 a.m. consumer confidence. You got 2-year auction note at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. But once again, looks like no big events on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got new home sales on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Crude oil number, but nothing big on Wednesday either. Thursday, continuing. Okay, okay, they're just showing up or down. Thursday, continuous jobless claims, durable goods, GDP number, initial jobless claims. So Thursday is the day where Thursday and Friday looks to seem to be the 2 days where the market might actually have some sort of a move. Before that, we are kind of just in dead water. I mean, in terms of the economic calendar, at least. With market doesn't need the economic calendar to move around. It'll move around regardless if it has other stocks moving around, such as Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon, Google, all of which have been moving around a lot recently. but the economic calendars usually help add fuel to the fire for those moves. But so far from what we're looking at, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday don't really seem as important compared to how important Thursday and Friday is. So expecting a lot more fireworks of a move going into Thursday, going into Friday, and Friday also happens to be the last day of the month, which is actually the Russell rebalance, the US 2000 Russell 2000 IWM ETF rebalance will be happening on the 28th. On the 21st, which was last Friday, we actually had the S&P 500 rebalance coming into play, which moved around some positions quite a bit. I think AVGO moved around quite a bit, Nvidia moved around quite a bit, CrowdStrike, KKR ripped insanely to the upside. So, you know, these were the stocks that we were talking about for you guys on Friday. We only knew about CrowdStrike and KKR, really, and we didn't know about any of the other positions. But look at that. Nvidia getting bought up to the north side a little bit, AVGO getting sold out. AVGO also one of the stocks that's having a 10-to-1 stock split coming in very soon, following the footsteps of Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and everybody else. So waiting to see how this stock comes into play when they have a post-split action like Nvidia had a post-split action. However, for the economic calendar, yeah, pretty dead for the econ calendar. Let's go see what the options AI numbers for this week's calculations are coming in at. So they're expecting about a 1.5% move overall throughout the week. Maybe a high to $487 or a low to $473. Will be interesting to see if we cover that in one day tomorrow. If we cover that whole range in one day, establish that range, and then just have an inside day, and then Thursday and Friday, we kind of have a little bit more volatility. Keep in mind, these numbers will change as the stock and the market keeps moving around. Let's actually go see where the market is currently using our friends at Think with Bookmap. See if the market is opening up to a higher note or a lower note. Think with Bookmap. Nasdaq, let's see where you are. Looks like we opened up a little higher, got stuffed back down. We tried to go back up, we got stuffed back down again, but after that stuffing back down, we made a new low, but that new low got bought right back up, and then now we're able to burn out the seller. The seller is kind of maybe exhausted because, you know, even after making a new low, we got bought right back up, so that seller walking away, moving their orders maybe higher, allowing the market to move up. A little bit of an uptick so far on the S&P, sorry, on the QQQ basket. On the S&P 500 basket, however, still very much flat off the open, no real move. Yep, that seems to be 6 o'clock, so no real move at the moment on the market so far, and we're just hanging out on the SPY, just dead, waiting for the market to maybe do something eventually. But that's looking good for the QQQ side, so it looks like the market wants to pick higher at the very least to start the week over here. Let's see if some of the economic data that's pouring in tomorrow, really no economic data pouring in tomorrow, can help it out. What's maybe Amazon, Google, and the large cap, the Magnificent Seven, going higher could actually help out QQQ and S&P 500 tomorrow. So why don't we go take a look at these charts, which are basically the charts from my watch list: Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, Netflix, ARM, TSM, Micron, AMD, Coin, Mara, iBit. However, Coin, Mara, iBit are probably three stocks that I just don't give a shit about at the moment. Bitcoin's not doing anything that I want to force a trade out of. If Bitcoin can get under 59k, then yeah, woohoo, then I'll get ready to, you know, react on that. But right now, I don't care about this chop. This is way too much of a chop for me to care about. So either get above it, then okay, we'll see something, or get below the 60k and actually stay below 60k for once, then we can talk about it. But for now, I'm kind of just, patience is the name of the game for me on the Bitcoin sector. And then if you guys are watching, right below the Bitcoin sector, sector, we have the large cap ETFs, QQQ, S&P 500, and the IWM Russell 2000, which will be having their rebalance at the end of this month. So a little bit more focus for me on the IWM. I'm looking forward to see what type of articles, what type of reports come out from CNBC and other news channels like Bloomberg, Reuters, what type of stocks are being added to the IWM Russell 2000 index, what type of stocks are being removed from the IWM Russell 2000 index. So those will be something to keep an eye out for as we go into the end of this month. And that right there is my watch list. So at the top of the watch list was Apple. Apple recently has made some insane leaps and bounds to the north side, becoming the #1 most valuable company in the span of 2 days, after being third best or something. But I think Nvidia now is at the highest. Well, it's tied with Apple. Nvidia at 3.1. Microsoft at 3.34. Microsoft came back to the top. Wow, Microsoft. Wow. So Microsoft at 3.34. Apple at 3.18, Nvidia at 3.11. So shout out to Microsoft for reclaiming its throne and going back to the top. But something that's standing out to me right now at a quick glance, obviously if you are watching Apple, if you're watching Nvidia, all these stocks have been in the red for the past few days, and that's been really putting some pressure on the QQQ, on the S&P 500. But Google, Amazon, Microsoft, the other counterparts of the Magnificent Seven have all been green, and they've been pulling their weight. They've been pulling their weight so heavy and helping the market from really crumbling, right? Only 0.27 down on Friday, only down 0.46 on Friday, and whereas Apple was down 2%, 3% at one point, maybe not 3%, but Apple was down, Nvidia was down huge. And these were dragging down the market, but Microsoft holding up. But what I quickly see right here on a glance, that this 3-bar breakout setup that I called out for you guys not too long ago, maybe last week or so, is setting up now on a 4-bar thing. It's not really a 4-bar play, but the idea, if you think about what's going on over here, right? We broke out of this little structure. We popped up to the north side. We found a seller. That seller was being aggressive enough to take us below this previous resistance, which should have acted as a support, but it didn't. But at the end of the day, after stuffing it below that, we bought up this area again enough to take us right back into the zone, which is a very bullish indication. So if for some reason we see Microsoft having an ability to stay above 451, actually get bought up on the dips to the downside, where's today's VWAP? On today's dip, if it dips into today's VWAP, into Friday's VWAP tomorrow, then there could be some opportunities to look for some longs. Right here in this little pocket of zone is where I would ideally want to see the stock bounce off of, and you can see that's where the VWAP is. If we are under this, there could be a little bit more pocket to the downside, somewhere into where we closed on Thursday. Trying to remember the date, where that date was. Hilarious. Let me unmagnet, because I don't want a magnet feature at the moment. Okay, and put in a couple lines over there for myself to keep an eye out, because if we do push into those zones, then we have possible 3 areas of supports for me. But realistically, if we get under this 446, I am almost turned off on the long for Microsoft. I'm more so interested to see how the stock trades between 446 to 443, possibly looking to get short under 446, under 445 for a move back to 440 as a swing term idea. But Microsoft at the moment, with the way we're looking, everything setting up, I would love to look for a 451 breakout or a 448.50. Is that where the number is? So I'm going to put in 448.50 as a pullback support, somewhere into 448 even. I wouldn't be upset with that, because right here, that little pullback low on the 5-minute chart, somewhere into 448, looking to see if that can hold on Microsoft. Looks like a high priority trade for me. No real catalyst for Microsoft, but I have this like conspiracy theory. I have this conspiracy theory in my head. You know, Microsoft's the highest weighted stock in the S&P 500 and in the Nasdaq ETF. Yeah, Apple came up, yeah, Nvidia came up, but had they both stayed higher, they would have had to rebalance and buy more shares of Apple, buy more shares of Nvidia. So they just kind of manipulate it and just make Microsoft go higher. Not that it matters, not that it freaking matters at all, but I just have this little conspiracy hat, my little tin hat worn, and as to why I'm thinking Microsoft is making this leap and bounce to the upside without any real catalyst, whereas Apple, you know, previously had a little bit of a catalyst, is now getting pulled back. Nvidia, which is the leader of AI, the king of AI, also had a good catalyst on, I believe, Friday, something about Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia partnerships. You know, overall, they were on their trajectory to 140 or higher, but they got sold right below 140 so hard that they got flushed drastically to the downside. So I'm just in a conspiracy theory over here, but at the end of the day, the conspiracy theory doesn't matter. We're just the day traders. How can we capitalize on the day trading opportunity? And I think I see some opportunities over here on Microsoft that's set up on a way cleaner scale than some of the other stocks over here. Now, yeah, you can keep an eye on Google. Google did make a new all-time high. Google has a solid base into this 178 area, but Google has also been one of the more uglier, choppy, not so clean day trade as far as I've known it to be, right? Google never really trades cleanly for me at the very least, so I'm not really that interested to trade Google. But if you're looking at on the daily chart, this is actually a beautiful setup. This looks like a little bit of a breakout pattern, right? We broke out, we're flagging, and we're getting ready to maybe break out again. If you don't want to call this a flag, you can even call this a not a symmetrical triangle, but a little bit of a wedge, right? It's a wedge. If you see the flat line where the white line is, and then you have a trend line coming in somewhere like this, right? So you have a little bit of a wedge pattern, at which point the stock could break out on the wedge, on the horizontal flat top to the high side, or on the trend line to the bottom side and start pulling back lower, at which point we could go for a gap close, we could go for an anchored VWAP test. So there's so many setups that you could honestly pull out of the hat by looking at Google, but Google doesn't excite me as a day trade unless there's a real good solid catalyst to trade out of. So I'm just gonna leave it in the shadow realm for now. It's always on my watch list. It's always on my watch list. So if there's a trade setup that shows up, if we're able to get above, let's say 180, 181, right? That's the all-time high. If we're able to get above 181 and show me resistance, show me support above 181, buyers are stepping in and getting ready to punch the buy button above 181, then I'll be okay. You know what? Maybe there's a long here. Otherwise, I'm just not interested. If buyers are not stepping above 181 and defending 180, defending 181, there's simply no long over here on Google for me. Amazon, another one of those tickers that has been kind of making a move back into this all-time high, and it has a little bit more base over here into this all-time high if you honestly take a look at it, right? Double top, then we split, then we pull back into that double top, and now we create a triple top into that very same double top, pre-split double top. So this was like around $1,000, 1,200 or something if I remember correctly. I forget what the pre-split Amazon number was, right? But at the end of the day, somewhere around $2,000 or whatever this price was, and now we're moving right back into that $2,000, or now you can say $200 triple top coming into play. So if we burst through this, that's a significant daily level, significant major significant daily level that Amazon's going to be punching above. Let me just quickly zoom out and see what that all-time high is. 191.70. So basically this area right now is the all-time high. So 191.70, 192 is a somewhat of an area that you got to keep an eye out for if we do get there eventually on Amazon. But I think there's a little bit of time there for us to get there. Not really. Amazon's ATR is $3.50, $189. I mean, that's very much doable. Very much doable if the market has a nice green day tomorrow and is able to recover this little red streak that the market's been having. So maybe worthy of putting Amazon on the watch list. I'll actually color it red for myself as a high important ticker. Now, obviously, Apple is a high important, high priority ticker. It's been making a little bit of a crazy move recently, and now we are just now pulling back into that 205, 206 support area to see, actually it's 207 support area on Apple to see if we can bounce off of it. If we don't find support into 207, I fear that Apple gets stuffed right back into $196. So my magnet is no longer magneting. Let me just turn my magnet back on. I fear that we dive right back into $197 on a failure to hold $207 on Apple. So watch for that pullback. Watch for that ugly move down. I mean, maybe 200 holds, but 200, 197, they're not that far. $3 away. The stock's ATR is $5. So I think if we break 200 or even go towards 200, we easily make that move towards 197 in my mind. At least in my mind, I could be wrong, but we'll see what happens on a dive to the downside. Now, let's say Apple actually holds above this 207, 205 area, allowing you to look for a long back through. It goes to 205, it bounces back above 205, it's now holding above 207. That's an area to look for a long, because that could give you a move for a nice little swing setup for a multi-day long into 220 or so to keep and watch out over there. However, not financial advice. I'm not your advisor. I'm not your account manager. I'm just telling you what I would do with my swing account, period. All right, Meta platforms. I mean, Meta was very exciting when it made this dive and reclaim above this 450 area, and then it got a little exciting over here too. But for now, we're in the let Meta cool off its engines. It's got to give me a little bit more proof of concept, right? I have a concept. The concept is the previous resistance turns into support. The previous resistance broke, and now we haven't pulled back yet. And also, if you notice how the previous resistance is exactly where, not the recent earnings anchored VWAP, but the anchored VWAP before that happens to come into. The recent earnings anchored VWAP is also coming into that exact same pocket. So we got a little bit of a pocket over here, right into this resistance, possibly turning into support, right into what is that, 482 area. So I would like to see a little bit more proof of concept, go into that area, show me more buying, show me more support, and then I could get into that long idea for a run into all-time high on Meta. For now, Meta is just in the sidelines for me. Nvidia, obviously Nvidia always on the watch list. Right now, with how crazy Nvidia has been for us, you're seeing Nvidia also pick back up on the volume. Here's the 20-day moving average for Nvidia at 459 million shares. For the last, I don't know, a week or two, we were under that, but just now as Nvidia is getting sold off and pushed back down, the volume's picking up. So this could be genuine selling. Let's see if that genuine selling still pours in and takes us back at least to the post-split low, which was at $117. At the moment, we are battling near that 125 area to see if Nvidia can have some support into 125, get back above 125 and make a move towards 140 again. But you know, I much rather wait for Nvidia to go into that post-split low of 117 and then see how buyers react. Are buyers aggressive into 117? Are they weak into 117? Are sellers pouring into 117 and stuffing the stock down? So 117 for me is a very important level. The post-split price, post-split low. After that low, the stock rallied to the highs. Oop, I put Tesla in my notes by mistake. I meant to type it in my chat. Tesla. making a box, a solid box. I do think there's potential here for Tesla. You can see it's turning the previous resistance kind of into support, but it's still a very choppy zone for me, so I'm not really that excited at the moment. I'll wait patiently. Ooh, Netflix. Wow. Wow. I mean, imagine buying Netflix calls after, what's his face? Bill Ackman? I think it was Bill Ackman. He said he was closing his position, taking a loss, getting Netflix over here. I mean, wow. Now that's crazy. Now that is crazy. So we got something spicy over here setting up on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. We got something very, very spicy on Netflix setting up. Called Netflix in your Discord around 400-ish in your Discord patio. I mean, yeah, I mean, what a great call out. Take in, guys. Angry Buddha said he called out Netflix around 400. If you missed out, that's because you're not in our Discord. CMIL Viper on Twitch saying hello, sir. Hello, Viper. How you doing? But yeah, don't call it a comeback. He's been here the whole time. God damn, Netflix. So Bill Ackman is very upset. Bill Ackman closed his position somewhere around here, if I remember correct. Hello, can I have a drawing tool? Somewhere around here for a loss, sadly. I mean, wow. I'm actually a loss for words at the moment. But I'm very excited because this means Netflix, who's going to be reporting earnings very soon. How many days till Netflix report earnings? 25 days. 1 month till Netflix report earnings. We are at all-time highs. Videos more addictive than crack? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really watch Netflix as much as I used to. I don't watch Netflix as much as I used to. My time has been more on YouTube. More because obviously Joe Rogan, Spotify, since Joe Rogan is still with Spotify, but his podcast is universal, and a lot of other things I like watching on YouTube, like Kill Tony and all the other fun stuff out there. YouTube has a lot of great content for free, so I don't have to pay for Netflix, not that I pay for Netflix anyways, right? So I don't really watch Netflix as much as I used to. The family account has the family account, but you know, I don't watch it. Not as much as I used to. The hub. Now you talking. Now you talking. The hub skis. Anyways, let's get back on track over here. If you can see this little selling off action, a little bit of a resistance action, and that sell-off getting bought right back up. This looks very similar to that Microsoft action, right? Microsoft kind of had this little consolidation area, and that consolidation area broke, and then we had another little consolidation, which is exactly what Microsoft looks like. Microsoft had a 3-bar breakout, and then a 4-bar setup coming into play right now. This one was a little bit tighter. You can see how much of a tight resistance area we broke out of, and now we're moving into that all-time high. So this looks very, very good to me. So keeping an eye on 690. Above 690, we got the all-time high of 701. And this stock has an ATR of $14.50. So basically, we could see that move into all-time high very well tomorrow. And an extension past all-time high or a failure at the all-time high level for us to look short. If the market's weak, we could look for a short around this area and give it a risk of all-time high for a possible pullback on a swing term scale. There's so many setups over here that can brew on Netflix. So gotta keep Netflix on the watch list for the next few days as we are getting ready for some good possible day trading opportunities. Not only swing trading, not only investing, but day trading setups showing up to me on NFLX. ARM. Let's head over to ARM. It's only 6:36 p.m. Is my clock lying to me? I feel like I've been longer for more than 36 minutes. What the fuck? Alright. Not that it's bad. I love enjoying this. I love hanging out with you guys. ARM. ARM, another one of those recent stocks that has been going crazy, along with Micron, TSM, Nvidia, AMD, and ARM, right? All the semiconductor positions made a new all-time high, pulling back, and you can see how each one of these days lows is showing to be some sort of a wick bottom, a tail bottom, a wick bottom, showing you that there's a lot of buying coming into this bottom right here, right? That low, if we break that low, that opens up some good downside on ARM. But if we don't break that low, boy, oh boy, oh boy, I think ARM is setting up for some monster move right back to the upside over here. If we continue to hold up 150, hold up, way. I mean, look, we held 150 for multiple days. We managed to hold 150 so well for multiple days that we actually went higher than 150 and closed into 160 for multiple days. So ARM looks very bullish at the moment. I would love for the dip buy opportunity, but it doesn't look like we might get that. We got to keep an eye out to see how the previous all-time high 164 or the new all-time high come into play. At the moment, I could very easily see the stock creating a little bit of a range over here between 150 to 164, and I'm just gonna let it play out in that box, but keeping an eye on ARM nevertheless. TSM also broke out to a new all-time high along with Micron, and both of them got stuffed back down. Micron has its earnings report in 3 days, and Micron also pulled exactly back into that beautiful multiple day resistance of that 135 136 zone and bounced off of that 135 136 area. So I think this 135 136 area will continue to see some compression until Micron's earnings come out, and then at which point Micron will be obviously one of the more highlights. We'll talk about it in depth when they report this week Wednesday. Make sure you tune in Wednesday 8 o'clock. We'll talk about in depth. We'll go through their earnings report using our friends at Benzinga, and we'll see how did they do, good or bad. Did they show growth? Did they show diminishing returns? So how are they looking over there on Micron? AMD, ever since they got a little bit of an upgrade, they've shown some relative strength. They haven't really been getting stuffed as hard as the overall semiconductor sector has been. They've been showing some relative strength. So if AMD continues to show strength, we could possibly look for some rebound, some moves back up. But at the moment, I'm not really too sure. I shouldn't say excited. Not really too sure about what I want to do over here with AMD for the going next few days at the very least. I already talked about Bitcoin, how Coin, Mara, and IBIT, not too excited to do anything with these bad boys. Gonna just cool off on these until Bitcoin really gets under, typed the wrong thing, until Bitcoin really gets under 60K and shows me selling right under this little pocket low. Right under that pocket low. Show me selling under 60K and stay under 60K, which point IBIT can get very, very exciting as a day trade. QQQ and S&P 500. A little bit of a pullback after that 3-bar setup on the QQQ into all-time highs. S&P 500 also pulling back. Now, some people are screaming, doomsday. Some people are screaming, it's time for the market to get topped out. It's time for the market to sell off. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to scream doomsday. I don't think the market's going to crumble and go all the way back to 413, 410 areas. There's been a lot of strength in the recent history for me to think that's going to happen. We're also getting, articles such as these. Wall Street is set to wrap up a strong first half with key inflation report on deck, and talking about key inflation reports that already came out that are suggesting that inflation might be cooling, might be getting closer to that 2% marker that the FOMC committee is aiming for. We're still quite a ways away from it, but aiming for that inflation metric to go lower. Everything's looking good, and as soon as the interest rate cuts start coming into play, that's gonna take the market higher, in my opinion. So far, for the next FOMC date, which is on the 31st of July, they're expecting about 89% of still holding rates. But these numbers will change day by day, event by event, economic data by economic data that keeps on pouring into the market. These probability calculators will keep changing live. These odds will change live as we all be looking to keep making bets as those numbers come out. So I'm talking about the big picture, talking about where the market is and so on. I mean, yes, the market's at all-time highs. Prad, do you think the market's just going to have another big incline up to the north side like we had during the COVID run-up? I don't think so, right? This run-up was insane. I don't think so. But, I mean, look, hold up. Let's see how big this run-up was. That was 144%. Right? And this run-up was fueled with a lot of money just being given to people and all that. Right? So it'll be crazy to expect another 140% from this area. I don't know. It'll be crazy. I think we are due for a pullback on the market. I think TH would agree that we're on a pullback for a market. Not trying to be overly bearish over here because obviously people buy stocks for the long term. They like when the markets go up. They are long bulls only. We like the longs. We like the longs. Me being a day trader, I can separate my bear mindset, my bull mindset, my day trade account, my swing trade account, but a lot of people can't. So I can understand why people get upset when anytime someone mentions that the market could possibly have a little bit of a pullback. But at the same time, I don't see a big pullback either. So more compression into the all-time high areas, more compression, and then another resolution. Is that what we're looking at? I think that makes a little bit more sense, right? A little bit more compression, maybe a smaller compression later on, or even a compression into the higher range later on, and then a breakout. I think is very, very easily. Keep in mind also, end of June, start of July, summer begins. People will be going on vacation. People have made a lot of money from the start of this year till now, right? From the start of this year till now, people have rejoiced on this move so far. The move that no one saw coming, most likely. People thought that we weren't going to break out to the all-time highs the way we did. And we ended up going there. We were talking about recession somewhere around this period right here, and all of a sudden we're at all-time highs. So it's crazy. So we'll see if we get a little bit more compression. I can't be overly bearish, but at the same time, it's hard to be overly bullish at the same time, right? So all I can see is more compression, more sideways action until earnings start kicking up. And then we start seeing some resolution based off of those earnings. When does Apple report? I'll say Apple reports in 30 days. 31 days exactly. Apple. That means Microsoft reports in 30 days. That means Google reports in 30 days. So all these stocks report in exactly a month. That should get some excitement in the market. That should wake up the market from that little compression zone that I'm expecting it to hold off into. And this is summer trading, ladies and gentlemen. Summer trading. If you were in the market, well, if I was in the market, what would happen, Angry? That's all you said. If I was in the market. Over the weekend, several stories online about the defect in the USA not exactly bullish. Okay, if you were in the market that people made money, Angry Buddha's typing like an old man at the moment. Typing very slow. Only if they were in the market. Ah. Gotcha. Did you guys are you guys watching Dragons? House of Dragons? Episode 1 came out last week. I think last week. Episode 2 should be coming out tonight. I'm excited for that. What else is there to do, guys? I'm so bored now. I won't be able to trade tomorrow, most likely, because I have to go to physio. I have a physio appointment at 12 o'clock. And I don't know if I'll be able to remote in tomorrow. Most likely not. So, not sure if I'll be able to trade tomorrow or Tuesday. But I hope you guys get a chance to smack these opportunities. I do think the market's going to be on a little bit of a standstill until Thursday and Friday, at least until Wednesday, where the big amount of economic data starts to pour in. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, good amount of economic data coming out. So I'm expecting a little bit of a standstill. We also got the Russell IWM rebalance coming out at the end of the month on Friday. So that's something to keep an eye out for. We saw a lot of ideas that we just kind of called out for you guys. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix, ARM. So a couple of the stocks over there that possibly set up for some trade tomorrow. If I'm able to trade tomorrow, those are the stocks that I'm going to possibly keep an eye on. But if I'm not going to be able to trade tomorrow, I wish you guys the best. Keep an eye on those positions for me, and then we will talk about them tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Same time, same place. So make sure you tune in for that one, because that's all she wrote for tonight's stream in the stock market segment, guys. I don't have anything else that I could talk to you guys about. How coincidental, Neil had a surgery on his foot last week too. Neil actually broke his foot or something, right? He had like an Achilles injury. Ugh. Poor guy. It was like playing soccer with his daughter and like screwed up his leg. Ah, man. Not fun. Not fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, I got an ultrasound to my knee because obviously my knee was taking too long to heal. It's like, what the hell, what's going on? So I got an ultrasound done to it, and they said there was like some fluid in it. It should hopefully heal up in like another four weeks or something. But I don't know. My parents keep forcing me to get physio, so I'm gonna try one session of physio, see how it goes. See how it goes. Fluid in the knee or something. Only real knights take it to the knee. Okay, Skyrim Enjoyer, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. But let's go actually take an arrow to the head and chest, because we're done with stock market today. We're done with the stock market. If you enjoyed our show today, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your friends. Let them know that TraderPrad is on multiple platforms: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. Thoughts on trading futures? I'm new to this, says Ethan. Ethan, I don't trade futures, but you could talk to a lot of amazing futures traders on my Discord server. The link to that is in bio. Come join our Discord. Tons of futures traders in there making tons of money every day. I don't really trade futures. I trade equities. But my opinion on futures or equities are, learn the basics. If you're new to this, you got to pick up some books. You got to learn the basics. You got to understand the inner mechanisms, the inner workings of everything before you actually go out there. There's tons of ways to go learn for free. You don't have to go and put actual money in the market to learn. There's you can learn for free by paper trading and so on. So go paper trade, put that money to work, make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Make it happen. Now this game looks like a little bit of a yikes. I didn't expect him to move that there. Damn it. Alright, what do I do here, chat? Help me. I'll do that. Alright, puzzle. Daily puzzle. White to move, 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 white to move. What do I move? What do I move? I think I do this? No, why not? There's not a good fork. Aw. Need a hint here. I need to move this? Sir, can you help me here? What in the world was that puzzle? What in the world was that puzzle? Trap between a pattern and the best move. Whatever. Puzzles. Next puzzle. White to move. Ain't no way, bruh. Oh, because you're doing that to kill your rook so you can then take his queen. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Black to move. White to move. White to move. I feel like I have to. Oh shit. Ah, gotcha. Okay, white to move. Here or here? Here. No, here I die. Here I die. Here. No, what? Here? Ah, figured it finally. Took a little long, but I finally figured it out. Alright, chat. Let's get this mother effing win. I had to censor myself because my niece is in the house. Otherwise, you know, obviously no censor on this side. Man, I was at 470. But I gave it up last night. I was at 470, chat. No lie. No lie. 470. Alright, let's get this win. Let's get it over with. Why is he so adamant on killing my... Alright, bro. Oh, wait, he can't even come there. Never mind. Wondering if I should move him here or here and then finish my London Open. But is there a London Open for the black side even though I do it every day? I don't even know if there technically is a London Open. I think I'm just doing it just because you do it for the white side. But I don't really know how that works. You know? Technically, you just now had a win. That's true. Early castle, huh? Early castle, early razzle dazzle. I didn't think that you would be that stupid to do that, but you are. Wow. I'm gonna put this in threat. Should I just go here? But then that will kill this. Right now, this is alive because of this. This is free. I can use this to go here and trade. Should I go for the trade? Yeah, fuck it. I'm running low on time. Oh shit, did I just throw my queen away? Oh my goodness. What a throw. What a throw. One move that I wasn't focusing on and I threw. Ay, 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 caramba. What a throw. We were even before that. Dead even. Dead even before that. Oh no! What am I doing? Oh, I don't think I just do shit. That was so bad. I was going so well until I stopped going well. I got this game. I got this game. I'm usually better when I play white. Cyprus? What flag is that? It looks like sushi on a plate. The hell? I'm gonna come down over here. I know that for a fact. I'll go here to stop that. Can I go here? Can I castle? Gonna bring that 2 down. Gonna bring this 2 down to attack me over here. But what if I make a trap? What if I make the trap first? If he doesn't eat me, I will eat him. I'll take the trade. I will take the trade. Oh, now I have to take the trade and to lose another feast? That's what you're trying to offer me? This is when I go just 1 slot back and I'm still defended. Now if you come here, I take this guy up here. If you take this, I come here, put that at danger, and if you come here, I come here, and then your rook is dead no matter what. So your job right now is to not kill my knight. You kill my knight, your rook dies. That's the trade over here. You kill my knight, your rook dies. Which is a great trade-off. He did not take my knight. Instead, he wants to proceed with opening up a slot for his dude over there, most likely. I think that's what his plan is. I think I'm gonna do this real quick. Go ahead and get ready to castle. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to castle here. Yeah, as I predicted, he's getting ready to open that guy up a little bit. Now, do I go for the trade? At which point I kind of activate his guy, but then his guy's still blocked with these 2 pawns, so he can't really go anywhere. But right now he's double blocked, you know? This game plan for this guy has kind of been evaporated now, so I kind of can, you know what? Before we activate him, let's activate this. Then we do this, and then we take this guy up. I need my queen to be here though. No, then he's just gonna come down here. What did he do? He moved his... Okay. Oh, wait. He's gonna take this? Are you aiming for that? I got this. Then you're gonna do that. Then I want to come back. You're gonna lose 2 of your pieces here. I'm not sure that's a good idea for you, buddy. You're gonna lose 2 pieces. Whereas I lose 1 horse and a pawn. Your internet froze or mine? Uh-oh. It could have been me. Okay. In that case, perfect. Okay, finally retracted. Which means I could now do this. Ooh, he brought his queen in line to that. Okay, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Now you're in line for this. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Oh yeah, but you're not gonna move to eat that. You move that, I take your queen. Yeah, okay. You know what? That's good for me. You stay exactly where you are. I'll move you here. So I'll kind of trap you. I'll kind of bait you into using your knight. Bait you into using your knight here. And if you don't use your knight dies. If you don't use your knight dies. What did you do here? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, you're just protecting that. Then I can do this. Kind of get you to run away from here. Right? Do this, get you to run away. Then I spring that trap back on. At which point you have to use your knight, and your knight dies. Or the most valuable thing for you to do right now is get rid of your queen from this spot. Get rid of your queen from this spot, or your queen is in danger. First your knight's in danger, then your queen's in danger. And I think he realizes that. Yeah, he realizes that. Oh, I'm in check. I didn't realize that. I'm in check. And now this guy's free dead and that's gonna check my king. He could have taken this for free. Oh no, he could not have. I had a... Never mind. Other pawn. I didn't want to have my pawns doubled up. That's why I used that pawn. Isn't that a smart thing? Or did I do something wrong there? Explain to me, sir. Okay, now I'm doubled up again, but if he comes down, I open up again, I undouble it. Okay. I moved them. Oh, you mean this guy? I got a master plan brewing here. Watch this. Oh, this guy. You're talking about this guy? Yeah, I moved him. If I do this, it's check. I'm trying to think what I can do here. I mean, I am up in points. I'm up by 5 points. I have a lot more pawns. And I have a bishop. All he has is 2 knights and 2 pawns. Come on, buddy. Get this game over with. Oh, he moved. He has 2 pawns. Now he has 3 of my pawns. Yeah, I meant how many of each other's pawns and each other's pieces we have, not how many pieces we have on the board. The death sentence. What? Oh, none of us saw that one coming. Now I'm 442. I went from 470 overnight to 442. That's amazing. And on that note, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go hang out with my family downstairs. Not sure if I can trade tomorrow or not, but I'll keep you guys posted on my Discord. So join my Discord, hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and all that social media. The links are in the description or in the bio, depending on the platform that you're watching me. We will be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, back here, same time, same place. Some good earnings names starting up again this week, so I'm excited to take a look at those ones for you. Monday to Thursday, 8 o'clock. Sunday, 6 p.m. Thank you for coming to hang out this Sunday episode with me, but pretty upset that I have to end the stream without a win on chess. That's very upsetting. And on that note, have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great day tomorrow on the markets. Catch you guys next time on the next stream. TraderPrad out. Ciao. Get destroyed. Get ready for trade off of. Get ready for the watch list for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna bring in my big screen over here. Back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow. As you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.